Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Jess Althea's channel. Yes, guys, today I will be doing a soft glam makeup look on my friend Karen, my batchmate from nursing school. So we're starting out with primer, and I used the e.l.f. primer, Hydro Grip primer. And I was conversing with her. She did prep her face prior to coming, so she had washed and used her own moisturizer. So we're just adding the primer at this time. We really were having a good time laughing it up and sharing jokes and just having a wonderful time. I was complimenting her on how beautiful her skin is. Well, she brought her own foundation. I will link it in the description box below. We recognized quickly that it was a bit light, and so I utilized it nonetheless. Just showing you that it was a tad light, but we used it. But I'll show you what else I did to get this foundation a better match for her skin tone. So we're blending, blending, blending. And then here we have it. We have this thread stick makeup. It is in a lovely dark shade. Again, I will list it in the description box below. So we just utilized this shade just to darken it up a bit because we didn't want it to come off as a grayish look. So we used that to darken it a bit, so that was more of a better match for her complexion. In fact, I borrowed it from a friend, another friend of mine, and that's why we were laughing, because it took some convincing. We're just having a good, fun, loving time, guys. All right, so that blended out nicely. Ensure that you're going under the neck so that there's not that obvious line of demarcation for your foundation. And then we're going into our concealer at this time, and I use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. She did not need much doing because she has such a beautiful face and lovely skin. So we just went in with a small amount of concealer under the eyes, and then we're going to be doubling it up. That's hard to say, with another concealer as well. So we're just lightly blending it in just to conceal under the eyes. Really, like I said, I didn't identify any fine lines or anything. Just putting some highlight under the eyes just to bring back that structure to the face, and taking away from that blank canvas that the foundation laid, and then just adding back the areas where the light naturally reflects on one's face. Again, blend, 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 get it in. A little bit on the forehead, and when I go in with the second concealer, which she brought, it's a LA Girl Pro Concealer. I also use that just to enhance. Initially, I was going to use it to contour, but but I realized it was a tad too bright, which is what I'm trying at this point, and I'll show you that that was not appropriate for contouring. So I went in with it just to brighten the under eyes just a little bit more, and just to add a little bit more coverage, and then put it on the eyelids as well to create a base for the eyeshadow to come. It really didn't take much just to enhance her beautiful, because she's such a beautiful woman. So in terms of doing her makeup, it did not take much just to bring out and accentuate her beauty. Then we're going in to set the concealer, and I used the Sacha Buttercup powder. It's the banana powder under the eyes just to ensure that there were no creases of the concealer on your eye, just setting it in place and over the lids as well. Remember, guys, I am not an MUA. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just having fun with my friends, doing their makeup as best as I can. This is not my profession. I just love playing with makeup and seeing the transformation it makes. And then went in with this Physician Formula bronzer. It's more for my complexion, but I was just utilizing the products that we had on hand and making the best of this situation. So it gave a glowy look to the face as well, even though it was not a match per se. It added some structure, and I will do some reverse contouring just to ensure that you would see the demarcation, just to highlight her cheeks and bone structure. You see me blending it into the hairline so that there is a seamless look, and again, not having that cap-like look on the forehead, but blending it seamlessly into the hairline. We then sealed all those products in all the areas that were not sealed with the Sacha Buttercup with this Sephora Micro Smoothing Powder, just getting everything to stay in place because the climate is pretty hot. We were in Jamaica, and I tell you, the sun was sunning, and so this micro smoothing powder will seal the rest of the cream products in place. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the reverse contour. So just adding a little bit of the powder right below where we did the bronzer. Again, just creating a beautiful structure of her face. We're heading in to do the brows at this time. Because we added the foundation a little bit over the brows, I'm just adding back the color into the brows. She did not need much work on the brows because she had a lovely shaped brow. So I'm just going in with this micro pencil from Sephora and just add in some strokes and just bringing the brows back to the forefront because, like I said before, they were covered a little bit with foundation. And then went in with a little bit of concealer because the right brow was just a little bit thicker than the left, and just to get them looking more like each other's. Again, brows are not twins, they're more sisters. It's difficult to get them looking identical. And what's the occasion, one may ask? We were getting ready to celebrate our nursing graduation anniversary. 30 years was wonderful. So we're doing the eyeshadow at this point, and she brought this palette, and honestly I'm not sure of the name of this palette, but it was more of a neutral palette, so I went in with some dark browns. It was a cool shade brown, and then I did the base of the brows, sorry, not the brows but the lids, with this shade, and then I went in with a pink shimmer to finish the look. Just blend, blend, blend until it's seamless. You don't want it to look chunky. Just blend it in until you have a smooth looking canvas on your lids. I hope you guys are still watching. If you are, what are you waiting for? Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment please on what you think about this makeup session. We were deciding what color we wanted to go in with. I decided the pink, and she was like, you go ahead and surprise me. So there you have me choosing the pink. All right. And so we went in with the pink. I was using the brush from the palette. I didn't realize that it didn't have bristles, but it was actually that little sponge brush from the palette. It didn't perform really well, but we made the best of what we had. So we're gonna speed up this portion. After having done the lids, I realized that she had hooded eyes, so we had to go back in to ensure that the color was higher than her atomical crease, though, so that it would have been able to be visualized when her eyes were open. So here you have me going back in and just adding additional product above her anatomical crease, like I mentioned before, so we will be able to visualize the color when her eyes were closed. Just bring it up a little bit higher, closer to her brows. And then went in with the brown to blend it in so that it was seamless. Off camera, we went in with some eyeliner, some black eyeliner over the lid. I was not confident in doing it, and so I went ahead and did that off camera. And then we added some mascara. We did the Maybelline Colossal Mascara to the lashes, and we're almost done. We're adding some blusher to her cheeks. We're using the Juvia's Place palette for that in orange. And we're going in lightly with this because her eyes were already popping, so we didn't want to clown the look. So we add a small amount of blush to her cheeks. And full disclosure, I did not have any lipstick in my repertoire for her complexion, and so she added a shade that matched her complexion perfectly. So we went in and sealed all the products together with this Charlotte Tilbury airbrush spray, setting spray. And then here you have me adding the mascara. And here you have the finished look, guys. Doesn't she look lovely? Thanks again for tuning in to Jess Althea's channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for the other videos with my friends. See you later. Bye.